people, it's Rickita back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about improving your credit score after bankruptcy. So I talked to you guys about a few tips that you guys can take to increase your credit score, or just start having a life outside of bankruptcy. But in this video, I want to talk to you guys about just improving your credit score in general and like the fastest way to do it. So if this is your first time watching my videos, my name is Rickita. I talk about real estate and I also talk about credit. And for the next month, I want to focus on people that filed bankruptcy. You guys can check out my other videos. I'm going to have so many other videos, but right now I'm going to just focus on bankruptcy for the next month because I realize there's a lot of people filing bankruptcy right now. And I just want you guys to have a game plan. Like, okay, you filed bankruptcy or you're going to file bankruptcy, what to do. So let's go through the different steps that I want you guys to think about and follow. And I want you guys to take these tips in and actually implement them. So when it comes down to bankruptcy, I know you guys filed bankruptcy, but there's a lot of credit cards that will give you, a lot of companies that will give you a credit card after bankruptcy. And I know you guys probably have like a lot of credit cards that you probably messed up now because you included in your bankruptcy, but there's still other ones. So the first thing I want you to do is I want to make sure that you guys have 4 positive credit cards reporting and also 2 installment accounts. Like, this is going to be very, very important. Building your credit is basically you having a credit cards on your credit reports that's reporting every month saying that you're paying. Basically, that's all it really is. So I put together on my website Rickita.com, I put together a list of credit cards here that you guys can check out. So we got the best credit card for bad credit, and then we have the best credit cards to build credit. So definitely check out these lists because there's a lot of credit cards on here that you all can apply for. And I just want to go through these now because trust me when I say this, you need to have 4 credit cards. And some people are like, well, I'm in chapter 13. I need to ask for permission. Do with that as you think you need to do. Ask for permission, whatever you need to do, but you need to get some credit cards for real and some installment accounts. You're not going to start building your credit until you start doing that. And I have a lot of clients that filed bankruptcy and they was able to get back to the 600, 700s within a year, 6 months to a year by just following these steps. So, go ahead and ask for permission or whatever you need to do. But really, you need to apply for credit cards. So the Self Visa, you actually can't get the Self Visa until you do their installment account. So I told you need 2 installment accounts. So that'd be great to get that self account and get that self account after 3 months and having $100 in your account. Then you can get that Self Visa with no credit check. So even if your credit score is still low, which it shouldn't because I'm telling you the credit cards you need to get and we're doing additional steps, then you should be able to get this Visa card. So now you'll have that installment account plus you'll have this Visa card. Please watch the videos on Self because Self is different, seriously, on how they operate, and it's great for building your credit. So definitely check out that Self video. But if you get that one, which I think you should have 1 installment account and 1 credit card at that point. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is the credit builder card. Now, the credit builder card can give you 2 credit cards without a credit check. So even if you had a bankruptcy, they don't care because they're not going to check your credit. So I do suggest it. Get the 2 credit cards. I say have at least 4 credit cards. That's minimum. I want you to get as many as you can because I want you to have these credit cards for a year, let them report, and then that's what's going to take you to the next level. While we're doing the next step, it's going to take you to the next level to get even more credit cards. So if you get that the credit builder card, now we're at 3 credit cards and 1 installment account on your credit reports. Now we have this kickoff credit. Now kickoff credit, they have 2 different accounts. They have an installment account and they have a credit card. So it's not a credit card, it's a credit account, should I say. Now with this credit account, they're going to report to the credit bureaus that you have a $750 card. You just pay $5 a month for it. And that's going to help with you having another credit card. So that'll make it that you have 5 credit cards. Plus they have an installment account where you pay $10 per month for a whole year. After the year, they'll give you your money back without charging you any interest. And I want you to do that because I personally did that one. And you get your money back right away. They report every month and that's all we care about. Okay. So I definitely want you to get that. So now you have 5 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. Discover and Secure. This one, only if you had bankruptcy, your bankruptcy have to be at least 2 years old for you guys to try this one. Pre-qualify for this without a hard inquiry. This is actually just a bonus. So if you can get this one, but I'm not going to include this on like guaranteed credit cards. I really want to talk about just guaranteed credit cards right now. So if you can get that one, go ahead and get it. If you can't, then just go to the next one. It's all right. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiries. Definitely check it out. I really love that card. Another one, the TUMO credit card. This one is not necessarily guaranteed because they are going to check your bank account. They're not going to look at your credit reports, but they are going to check your bank account and see your banking history and determine whether or not they want to approve you based off your banking history. So if you can get this one, go ahead and get it. I love my TUMO card, but if I was to spend anything on my credit card, that money is going to be due on the Sunday, whenever Sunday is. So say if you were to spend it, it's going to take like 2 days for it to post to your account, and then it's going to be due on Sunday. So if it's Sunday, you use the credit card, next Sunday it's going to be due. So yeah, they can approve you up to $10,000, but be careful because they're going to have access to your bank account and they're going to try to take that money right out of your bank account. So it's not like a card that you can just let a balance sit on it. In reward secure, this one you really have to wait 2 years for, but if you're at the point where your bankruptcy is 2 years old, try it. You can pre-qualify for that one without a hard inquiry. Capital One is a little bit more forgiving, so even if you file bankruptcy, they may be able to give you a credit card. So pre-qualify for it without that hard inquiry and see if they'll give you one. So I would actually add this onto our credit card. So now we're at 6 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. And they actually have 2 different credit cards. They got the Platinum and a Quicksilver. So check them both out. Now, Open Sky Visa, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. They're not even going to check your credit. They just want to verify that you're an actual person. So definitely check the Open Sky Visa. So I'll add this on. It'll be 7 credit cards. You have to put a deposit down on it. It is secure, but it's a great credit card to start building your credit. I tell a lot of people to get this one, especially if you have bankruptcy, because it can really build your credit up a lot. Discover is student. If you're a student and you want to get the Discover card, that's good because they really don't, you don't need to have credit to get started. But I will tell you, wait till your bankruptcy at least 2 years old first. Use your student ID when you apply for it. So I'm not going to include that one. Credit One Bank, I have seen someone get this credit card a month after Chapter 13 bankruptcy, a month after Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So we're going to include this. So this is our 8th credit card. Double check those annual fees though, but keep in mind too that you're only going to probably have a lot of these credit cards for just a year. After a year, you're going to apply for more. That's better. So definitely this is going to be our 8th credit card. But try to see if you can get it because they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Mission Lane do not like people that had a bankruptcy, but definitely pre-qualify for it because I've just personally seen a lot of people have that problem. So double check to see they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So they can tell you yes or no without give you that hard inquiry. So definitely try it. I'm not going to add it to our list. Pedal One Visa is probably going to be a little bit harder to get this one after bankruptcy, but definitely try it. You can pre-qualify for that one. And those are really all of the credit cards that is on that list. But look, we have 8 credit cards and 2 installment accounts already. So go through that list, you guys. I literally took my time and went through that list with you because getting 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts is very, very important. I cannot stress that enough. And if you guys are going through a bankruptcy, definitely watch these bankruptcy videos just to keep in your mind, like, I need to do this, just to make sure every day you're doing everything you need to do. Because if you set yourself up right now, like if you do everything you need to do now, trust me, 6 months to a year, you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so much further than that person that filed bankruptcy and that just sat around for a long time. Now, outside of just, applying for credit cards, you need to really remove that bankruptcy that's on your credit reports and then remove all of the negative accounts that's tied to that bankruptcy. That's going to be very, very important. Do not let those accounts sit on your credit reports because those credit cards I told you don't care about a bankruptcy, but we're going to go and get credit cards in about 6 months to a year that's going to care about bankruptcies. But if you get it deleted from your credit reports plus any of the negative accounts that says included in bankruptcy, then it's going to be easier for you guys to get credit cards once you remove that, okay? So if you guys go back to my website, Rickita.com, then you guys will see I have some dispute letters here that you can check out. So here is the bankruptcy letter. You can use this bankruptcy to remove the bankruptcy from your credit report. So you can see a client credit score with 129 points from removing the bankruptcy. So definitely remove that bankruptcy from your credit reports. And it's only $27 for a 4-letter package. You guys, y'all know how much damage that bankruptcy did. Like, do not sleep on this. Definitely get these letters and send them out. And then I have a step-by-step guide on how to do it. You can actually see Excuse me, you can actually see it on YouTube, so definitely check that out. Also, if you guys have late payments, use the late payment letters, student loan letter, collection letters, charge off letters. Remove those accounts from your credit reports. Now, I haven't left out those people that just literally say, Rickita, I cannot financially pay for any of this. Like, just to be honest, check this out: the 5 ways to increase your credit score, 60 points in 60 days. All you have to do is just put your name in, your email address, and your phone number in, and then automatically I have it set up where you guys are going to get a letter for removing inquiries, for removing any account like collections, bankruptcies, charge off. You can put everything on that letter just to see what accounts are going to come off easily. And then you can go ahead and target those accounts and get the special ones later on. But I have a letter for those accounts. And then I also have a letter that you can send into the collection companies to remove those collections, like the ones that they're trying to put on your credit. You can stop them from putting on your credit. So definitely check that out. But you really want to do that. So you want to make sure you have 4 credit cards and remove any negative account. Make sure that you keep your utilization under 5% with all those credit cards. And if you do have inquiries that's not supposed to be there, remove those inquiries right away. Now, later on in about 6 months to a year, I want you to go ahead and try to pre-qualify for other credit cards and try to see if you can get those credit cards, especially once you see that bankruptcy come off and those accounts come off. Try to apply for additional credit cards. And if you're in a rush to like get a car, or to get a mortgage, you have to wait that year or two, depending on whether it's 7 or 13. But if you're in a rush, you're like, Rickita, my bankruptcy 3 years old, I'm just late doing this, then maybe you want to add a trade line on after you do all these steps, just to get your credit score a little higher. But first, get those 4 credit cards, let them report. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Make sure that you put all of your bills on auto pay, because it's very, very important that they are on auto pay. This like changed my life so much because I don't have to worry about ever being late on my credit cards. And even if they don't report to the credit bureaus, being late with the company is still bad because they don't want to give you increases and they don't want to graduate your credit card. So make sure you guys are not late. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video.